If you have been in the express entry pool for months, or maybe you are just starting your Canadian journey and you are feeling overwhelmed, this video is for you. The truth about CRS score is that CRS score could make or break your Canadian dream. And most people don't even know how to calculate their CRS score, or even how exactly do you increase your score so that you can get selected out of the pool. Now, in my last video, I spoke about express entry and I spoke about how exactly you can go about applying through express entry. Now, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the CRS score, how exactly it's calculated, and most of all, how exactly you can increase your score. So the first thing that I'm going to be breaking down as it relates to CRS score is to break down exactly how do you calculate the CRS score. First of all, let me go into what exactly is CRS score and why is this score so important. So with immigrating to Canada, it is very important to understand express entry. This is because this is one of the main ways that you can immigrate to Canada. Now, if you are a person who is thinking about immigrating to Canada, then you definitely want to watch this video. So first of all, CRS score is the comprehensive ranking system. This is a score that ranks you on whether or not you get selected to be invited to apply for permanent residency. So just briefly, the pool is pretty much a profile that you create listing your eligibility, talking about yourself altogether, your work experience, your age, all the things, language, abilities, education. All of this is ranked under scores, and these scores are what are used to decide if you're selected out of the pool. Currently, based on what I've seen, it is a total of 257,000 people. So it's a lot of people who are in the pool, but there are new things to this pool as well. So the new part of this pool is that persons who are skilled into the areas that Canada wants you to be skilled in, you are selected way easier out of this pool. Now, if you're wondering, okay, how do I know if my occupation is one of the needed occupations in Canada? Don't just assume based on just a general headline or just something that you heard in another person's video, because a lot of people have been finding me and they have actually seen other person's videos before. Based on what they've told me, persons have just been saying things like you need to be in agriculture, you need to be in healthcare or education, and that's pretty much the only option you have to become a permanent resident. So what I'm going to do is to actually bring up the screen that outlines the different categories of people who are getting preference to travel to Canada in 2025. It is 42 degrees outside here in Montreal, and I'm worried about what the temperature will be for the rest of the summer if the summer just started 3 days ago and it's already this hot. So these are the current specialized eligibility. You can still apply through Federal Skilled Worker Program and Federal Skilled Trade. However, persons in Federal Skilled Trade and Federal Skilled Worker is currently not being selected out of the pool, and this has been happening for the past year, but it has 200 plus people in there, and over time persons are just going to slowly drop out, but you're still going to have people still continue to apply and just hoping that they are going to eventually begin to pull people from there as well. But let's just talk about what is currently being prioritized in Canada for now, and I'm going to go in more details in a different video, so just subscribe to the channel for a more detailed video coming up shortly. So as you can see on my screen, you have French language proficiency, you have healthcare and social services occupations, you have science, technology, engineering, and math STEM occupations, and then you have trade occupations, agriculture, and then you have education occupation. Now, the most important thing, I'm going to give you this page. So it starts up here, you're going to see express entry category based selection. You're going to scroll down. I'm going to leave this down below for you. So scroll down, and then you're going to see this first one, select it, and then scroll down. And then it just goes into your language ability in French, and your minimum score that you need to have is 7 and more to be eligible to apply through this category of express entry. The second one is healthcare and social services occupation. You scroll down and you'll see the health and services occupation. If you're in any of these occupations, you will get a specialized selection out of the pool. And you go here and then you can actually see another list, and it just keeps going on the amount of different specializations that you would need to be in to be eligible for permanent residency under healthcare and social services occupation. Next, you select the next one, and it shows you again all the jobs that are under this category. So you have architecture and science managers, you have civil engineering, civil engineer, cyber security specialist. You have all of these different persons, electrical, electronics engineers. You have all these different ones, insurance agents. All these persons are persons who are needed in Canada. Mechanic engineers. These are like the persons who are getting selected out of the pool right now as a specialized individual. You have contractors, you have floor covering installers. I'm just going to link this, and you just go across and see everybody else. Plumber, sheet metal workers. All these people are who Canada are looking for. Look under agriculture, only as one thing. So butchers is the only thing they are currently looking for under agriculture. And then education, you have again who exactly they want in education. So this is how you can know what are the exact occupations that are being selected out of the pool. Now read this. This is very important right here. So it says who's eligible for the education occupations category. To be eligible, you must have accumulated within the past 3 years at least 6 months of full-time continuous work experience. Only 6 months. And you can see you can be eligible whether in Canada or outside of Canada.